What's up, Aquarius? It's time for your reading. Let me first open up with the angel number for today's date. It's 316, and it says right here, make more room for miracles in your life. Find time to just be. This is the book I'm getting that from. And let's open up also with a excerpt from this book here. It's like a bathroom reader, but it's a daily reader, kind of like this. But for the page 316, it's October 28th. And it says, today put out of your mind the wrongs others have done to you. The evil doing of others has no power over you unless you foolishly give them that power. Resentment will lead to futility and misery. And I'm telling you, don't squander another moment on what you can't change. It's time to push the offenses out of the cupboard of your beautiful mind, because bitterness kills like rats ravaging a dung heap. Bitterness will shut you off from the sunlight of my spirit and make you a prisoner in your own head. I'm asking you to trust me to bring new and fabulous blessings into your life. I want you to humbly rely on me so you can face the calamities you've endured with courage. No longer traumatized, but with holy confidence and perfect peace. All right. So that's pretty awakening to like the miracles that are coming. But if we're trapped in our head, we don't make room for those miracles, right? Putting those two together. But I also I write poetry, and so this is what I've got. It's called Flow Like a Rebel. I believe that the soul yearns for evolution as a contribution to a creative solution. The soul sparks innovation and co-creation with frequency, vibration, and meditation. Then arrives a time where access is denied, so much so that it seems like the fire has died. In a space where all these ideas collide, far and wide they were tried and pushed aside. And now days, even weeks and months pass by. Eventually there must transpire a deadline, a collaboration with minds that are greater than mine, to align with lifelines who can help me get my mind aligned. Little did I know this is how it was supposed to go. This process has been slow, throwing me to and fro, so that when the time is right, I'll see the green light, so my creativity can flow and render me delight. There's no reward when we race against the clock. Time ticks as we talk, and each tick will unlock an ascension to another level and new devil. So I adjust the bass and treble and flow like a rebel. So there you go. That was written kind of about writer's block. So if you might be experiencing something like that with your creativity, trying to find flow, trying to find your place in your assignment is what I want to call it, your divine assignment. So let's get this is also a deck that I created here. I'm just gonna, they're all major arcanas, so we're gonna throw 5 cards for a major arcana spread here and see what's going on. Major arcanas are long term. They're pretty set in stone, kind of the long term thing that's going on here. Not that they can't be changed, but it's kind of the cycles that you're invested in right now. So let's see what's going on with Aquarius in the major arcanas here. If I got 5, I'm keeping them. Yep, we got 5. All right. So first one we have right here is the Hangman in reverse. So this could be coming out of a time of, like I said, of writer's block. You know, you've sat in this tree in the upright. You've sat in this tree for a long time and trying to find inspiration. This is a love reading too. So this is like trying to see things from a different perspective. You know, trying to gather up all the I guess variables to the equation here. But this right here in the reverse would suggest that you are coming out of that inner collaboration going on with yourself, And so what we have next is the Emperor. This is taking action. Although he's still here in the bathtub with this cowboy hat on over his face, this is I'm getting the impression that you're kind of fearful of showing your face, or something of that matter, of that nature there. But it's also relaxation here. It's like you know, you've been hanging from a tree for so long here that you know, days, even weeks, even months may have passed, just like in that poem. But it's like right here, taking care of yourself, but taking action is what the Emperor is all about. It's like as soon as this pampering that's been taking place within yourself, and this is masculine energy, but it could very well be in a female as well too. So this pampering taking place here, seeing the judgment of things, seeing how things are playing out for you. This right here is like a fairy here on ice skates here, and it's like artwork here on the ice here. There's flags as well. This is the judgment. It's also, I get this from these crosses here on the flag is like a medic or medical care. So maybe you're recovering from something here, from an illness, or even from a surgery or something of that nature as well, just with the ice skates and the blades here. But she's cut into the ice, the judgment. There's judgment being served, and the number on that is 20, which breaks down into a number 2 in numerology, which would be which would mean duality. So there's a duality like that. Like I said, that inner conversation that you're having with yourself. And this is all regarding to love again. So it's like you want to take action, judgment's being placed, and it's for you. It's in the upright. So you're being favored by your guardian angels, by your spirit guides. But here's the Fool, taking that leap of faith, you know, in the 4th position here. You can see in this card as well, there's like this tower here. So it's like, you know, avoiding this tower moment and just going for it, you know, not being compelled to do so, but to see things how they play out in the future, and taking that leap of faith anyways there. And then we also have the Magician. So it's kind of it's playing out in order here. So a lot of Aries and Pisces, as well as, yeah, some Aries and Pisces energies here. But the Magician here is like having that world in your hands. You're starting to see how things are going to play out for you. And this is moving mountains, you know, moving mountains with faith, you know, and seeing the bridge across water, seeing that you have all the tools and things at your disposal to create your future. And this is in regards to love again. So how this could play out is that you had been holding back. You've been trying to gain enlightenment towards a person. And the judgment is in your favor for you to take action, and then taking that leap of faith, making that move, making that gesture to whoever needs to receive you and your gesture. So this is a beautiful energy that we have right now. Let's get into some of this tarot here to kind of see what else is going on here. We have right here, yes, so the Moon in reverse here. So this is what it looks like in the upright, but this is in the reverse. This is secrets coming out, you know, the secret's out. And this is in the Hangman position too. The Hangman was in reverse, so it's like you're coming out of that tree so that you can release that secret that you have. That secret could be like a secret crush, or a draw, or like magnetized towards somebody. And then, just as we had thought with this Fool card, that tower. So this is a tower moment. This is nerve-wracking. This is but you can see in this tower, the tower's still standing here. That's what I think. This tower's a good tower. You can see that again, this is in reference to unmasking. So I think that the only thing that's coming out of this tower is this person falling to their imminent death. but it's this death of the ego to wear a mask around this person. So I'm getting this is a crush, that this isn't someone that you have had any contact with it in regards to romance. But maybe, I mean, obviously it's somebody that you know, but I think this is a tower moment, not only for you but probably for them as well, as to remove that mask. These are also major arcanas, so it's like major arcanas are wow, are here we have the Page of Swords. So it's like this, and she's turning her head away. So it's in her hand is the sword, and that's the truth, you know. And it's like turning your head from the truth. So, and this is under the judgment right here. So this is something that I would say that you had to have dealt with a different relationship previous to this one, and it was like you for a long time, and probably hence why you were in the Hangman in the first position. For a long time, you didn't want to face the truth. Maybe that it was over, but that there was going to be judgment served. That you were going to be given something better, something that you could rely on. And the Page of Swords is also like having that interest towards somebody else and something else, and to reshape your life. And it's through affirmations and the way we speak to ourselves, and that inner conversation that we have with ourselves, daring ourselves to move here. And we, I had a couple want to come out, but there was too many, I think. So if they were meant to, they will come. And that's part of the reading there. If they're meant to, they will come. If you're female, I mean, it's pretty customary that the male would approach you. So this energy, if you're female or of a feminine energy, this could be the energy of your person here. And this is the Eight of Pentacles underneath the Fool. So it's like been working hard at something. This is mastering as well, working hard, but also mastering a craft here, and getting ready to take that leap of faith, getting ready to showcase is what I heard. Showcase your talents and your abilities. And yeah, there's definitely, if it's a pentacle card, it's an energy exchange as well. Like you and this other person are on the same page as far as taking a leap of faith here. So here we have, yeah, the Nine of Wands, and this is underneath the Magician. So this is also a warning here. You everything that you're manifesting is coming through the way you talk to yourself, the way you speak to yourself. The way you're manifesting is through your thoughts. So this Wounded Warrior here is a warning to not let those negative thoughts about the past, or about the way you perceive yourself, to affect what it is that you're manifesting, especially if it's in regards to love and this person. And keep your thoughts positive and keep yourself moving forward. But you can see in this picture too that this he's not behind that wall of wands here. He's actually stepped in front, and he's ready to battle again. It kind of reminds me of the Seven of Wands, defending oneself, but here he's just taking a stand. Here he's healing, and I would say that this person is healed, you know. And I think that this would be a matching energy towards you, Aquarius. If this too is you as well, it's you've set boundaries, is what I'm hearing. You've set boundaries, and you're standing firmly on those boundaries, not settling for anything less, knowing the signs and the you know, I guess synchronicities is what I heard, but synchronicities around red flags and warnings and things to look out for to avoid being hurt again. So just be careful though, not to use that magic power to shut out what is or what was for you, you know. So just be very discerning at this time, Aquarius. And let's pull some more cards. Let's get some let's get some oracles here. Just see here with the oracles. So that was way too many. So there's a leap of faith. I'm strongly suggesting too, is you're letting this big secret out, and I want to say that this would be a private secret, but it's kind of like you want to keep things a little private, and that's very smart in regards to the magician here and your manifesting ability here. It's part of it is to kind of you know, manifest and meditate, but then to leave it alone and do to your duties, you know. And let's see what we got here, Spirit. What else can we learn from Aquarius and their current situation and this new person that's coming into their life who feels like them? And it says this grove here. There's a cat on a grove. So it's like this quiet place, you know. And I'm also seeing here in reference to the foliage in the background, like the autumn season. So this is something that maybe has transpired in the autumn. This is coming out in kind of a past energy here. But also the number on the card is 21, which is the world card. And yeah, it's you know, it's the moon in reverse and the hangman in reverse. It's like coming out to the world, that you're ready, you know. I mean, not necessarily the world. This could be even like the internet, you know. This could be internet dating. This could be like the World Wide Web here. But this is a completion of a cycle that you have been going through in regards to being hung in that tree, you know, and gaining that enlightenment. It's that cycle has completed. You are enlightened. And so now we have here the risk, that leap of faith. I knew that was coming out here again. Here's the Fool, you know. This is clarifying underneath the Emperor and the Tower. So it's very monumental. The number on the card is 31. And the 3 and 1 in numerology is 4, which is stability. So your tower is not, it's this Emperor and the Tower in regards to this as well is maybe not feeling stable enough. But you got to remember, this Tower in the Tower card was not harmed in any way. So it's you are stable, you are ready, you've been prepared, and it's time to take off that mask and to let things flow through you. This is in the recent past, most recent, I'd say month or two, that building up energy here. But then we have this Judgment card, and we have the Page of Swords. Let's get a clarifier with the Oracle here for Aquarius on that. Middle position. This is kind of the present energy, what's going on right now with Aquarius, the present energy. You're kind of turning away from the truth. Maybe it's like you're doubting, having a little doubt in the judgment that's in your favor here. I wonder why. Why is that? We got this here. We have the Moon. Because you feel like the other person don't feel the same way. You feel like there's too many secrets, or there's so many things that you don't know about the situation. And there's a black cat underneath the Moon here. This color is purple here. This is crown chakra. This is kind of rattling your brain a little bit. And it's kind of had you doubting your intuition, I would say, a little bit. But this black cat is turned and facing toward us. And it's like gesturing to kind of follow me and make this trip, make this travel to separate the difference between you knowing and you just, what am I hearing? It's assuming. And so here we have the 5. It's a change. It's time for change. The number on the card is 50. If it has any meaning to you, but like I'm getting that 50-50, meeting in the middle to discover this. And then we have honesty underneath the Fool, and then the hard work. So the honest hard work is what I'm getting from this. And it's also this candle. And I just heard a warning, don't burn your candle at both ends. So it's that focus your energy here. But also we have 26, if that has any meaning to you, as well as in numerology, that breaking down into an 8. So this is like karma, but it's also about the self. And so this is, yeah, don't burn your wick at both ends. It's a slow burning fire. Let the light your room. You are the light. It's about the self, so you are the light within. Let that fire burn within, but don't wear yourself out on assuming, on the assumptions of whether this person feels the same way or not. And we have 2 cards coming out to clarify for us: the Magician and the Nine of Wands. We have obviously a conclusion, and this is books being written here. It's chapter 1, and then it says the end. There's a lot of the story that needs to be written, and it's being developed now. The High Priestess of Water, which I would pair that up with the Emperor. It's also a number 4, but number 4 again is stability here. We had stability for the risk and taking a leap of faith. So yes, the High Priestess of Water. This is also in regards to this process being somewhat of a training for you. And it's like joy in this journey. Celebrate the monumental growth that's been taking place within you, the understanding that's been taking place. This High Priestess of Water is in regards to your emotions, your emotional growth, your emotional maturity is what I heard. And so we also have on this card here 12, if this has any meaning to you on there on the number. But it's like you're given this opportunity to rewrite your story. So stay positive. And it's in reference to the Magician and this Nine of Wands. Use that wounded warrior story to be chapter 1, you know, and go through the chapters of your progression, of your ascension. And don't be afraid to visit those emotions, to really tap in. And you're going to be able to teach others that are going to go behind you or follow you in your footsteps, as far as recovering from whatever it is that you went through in your past, to make this situation a little more difficult. But it's like overcoming these fears to have a rebirth, and to plunge yourself into your new life, you know. And it's one where you can trust your emotions, where you can almost like have I just heard it, but it's your sentence is finished. And I know sometimes that can be a little annoying when somebody always finishes your sentences, but I think that this is in regards to having someone that's actually with it and listening to what you're saying, and is really supportive of you and of your story, and wants to be very much so a part of it, and vice versa. This works in both ways. The time on the clock is 22:54, and let's get into some more of this. On the bottom of the deck here, I mean, on this deck I made right here is the sun. So it's like that happiness, you know, you're promised happiness through this story, and your ability to tell the story here, and to tell your story, and to reshape your story. It's beautiful energy. But let's get another deck here, and let's see what we have here. So I want to know some of the steps for you, and in regards to your progression and divine timing. Let's see kind of what's going on in your progress in making these steps, and where you're at. In the near future, you're taking this leap. So how can you prepare to take this leap and to take that mask off? Let's see what Spirit has for us. It says right here, the universe wants to co-conspire with you. And this is in number 26 again. So I'm matching it up with this honesty. This is the honest truth. And this here as well, right here. This is like not wanting to face that truth. The universe is definitely on your side. This is the judgment that we're talking about here. It wants to create, and I can see this is like a dream catcher. Your wildest dreams coming true here. You can see the feathers coming down off that, just like a dream catcher, but it's also shaped like a flower, like a sunflower. So it's like you know, that sun card that I just showed you. So it's like that. It's promised that your happiness is right around the corner here. So I'm placing that card there. But then it says, ask wonderfully and receive graciously. So this here's got that figure 8. It's like that give and take. It's also like asking and receiving. It's making that figure 8 shape there, which is an eternal symbol. This is an eternal promise, is an eternal reward. So it's ask wonderfully and receive graciously. So it's being in a state of gratitude. That's how we magnify our manifestations, is by being in this place of gratitude. And I place that under the magician. So that's what you're manifesting. And it's ask wonderfully. So if, say you are writing a book, or say you want to, or say yeah, that would be probably the best example for this, is like not knowing where to start, or what to really write about, or maybe you don't want to offend people, but no, it's ask wonderfully. So how to approach the situation, or how to start the book, or who to go to for advice, and you'll receive graciously. You'll have these manifestations of people, places, and things drop into your lap that will be there to help you, like earth angels, people that you can trust. And so let's see here, where else are we at here? It says 14. This is the number 14, but it says find your star family in this cosmic game of hide and seek. So yeah, I'm getting, for some reason I'm getting like pool balls, you know, and it's like in this pool, you can call Earth, we have our star family, and it's part of the journey to find those individuals. And I just got done saying that these earth angels that will be placed in your path for you to I don't want to say take advantage of, but for you to collaborate with, and for you to win the game here. I don't ever like to call it the game, but it's referenced in this card to be more playful, I would say. And this is part of the judgment and the secret that you fear, that meeting in the middle. So this is it. This is meeting like minds in the middle, you know, and actually taking the time to see that as the truth. That's what's taking place for you. And so let's do 2 more cards here. We're at 2722. If that means anything to you. But here we have the number 19. So the number 1 and 4 added together is a 5, and I placed it underneath the other 5, which is that moon. But we have the number 19, which is also the sun. So the sun coming out 3 different times. There's reasons to celebrate. There's reasons to pat yourself on the back. And this is a memento mori. There might not be a someday. So it's underneath this card here. Take that leap of faith now. What are you waiting for? There might not be a someday. You know, the time is ticking. That was in the poem that I had read to you. But Spirit, let's get one more card here. And this is in reference to the past for Aquarius. Let's see what's going on here. All right, that's too many. Spirit says take the top one, and I'm going to. And it says, to be enlightened, lighten up. So we have here that Hangman, right? But it's in reverse, and that's like you've been enlightened, and here you are lightened up, you know, lighten up. As to be enlightened, lighten up. So it's that you see right here, it's like these doodles is what the artist done here, is these doodles, and put a little face with these bananas and a rainbow going through. So it's like don't be afraid of messing up. I mean, messing up is kind of how we learn, and it's kind of how we progress as well. And without the darkness, there is no light. So it's like lighten up about your past, lighten up. And this is a number 11. This is kind of that master number in numerology, 29, but it's added together as 11. But it's don't let yourself go into a downward spiral with all your negative thoughts. That's come up now for the 2nd or 3rd time now. It's like learn to laugh about some of your mistakes, and take the lessons with you, and avoid yourself going into a downward spiral. You know, allow yourself to be The blessing after a rainstorm is the rainbow, right? Allow yourself to be colorful and allow yourself to be beautiful, because you are that. And 29 is also on the clock, 29:49, but 29 right there. So this should resonate for you right there. But let's see what kind of the energy is that's holding you back. What is it that's really holding Aquarius back right here? On taking this leap and letting go of the past energies that kind of halt Aquarius. What is the energy? We have acceptance. This is what's holding you back, is accepting, right? I'm tying it again to this card. That card is really, and this could be in reference to children as well. It's like children. Children could be a factor right here. It's not seeing the truth of a situation, but it says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So that was in the poem from Jesus that we read earlier as well. But it's like, be this cosmic flower. This is blossoming. This is letting yourself be seen, letting yourself be known. And the colors around the card here, this is your crown chakra, as well as on the outside edges, the exteriors is your heart chakra. You have it here in the center with white. So you had white light about you. There's white and pink there, and a green ring. So it's, your heart is very much into this new beginning. And I'm getting that from acceptance, is like a balancing act as well. You know, accept the things that you cannot change, so that you can push that aside and you can move forward. Things that aren't of the truth, you know, turn your back to, and go the other direction. You're being guided in that way. You're being shaped in that way. What else can we see, Spirit? What else can we see for Aquarius in regards to the energies that is blocking them at this time? All right. Failure. Just like I was saying about letting the past go, so that it don't haunt you in the future, so that you can not be this wounded warrior that carries the wounds with them, and not the lessons. You want to be able to accept the failure, acceptance to failure, so you can grow and you can take the lessons with you, right? So this is what you can see here, is like this spin cycle, and it reminds me of that figure 8 that we seen right here, as you can see there. But yeah, this failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, right? So that's beautiful energy. Let's kind of wrap this thing up, and I think that's good advice there. But this is also a stone or crystal deck that I have here, and I've learned to love the heck out of it. And so let's get a stone or a crystal for Aquarius on some advice from Spirit, from the white light that they have within, their higher self, their spirit guides, their angels, their ancestors. Let's see what this energy is for them. So we had 2 cards come out. We'll take them. This is Tree Agate. It looks just like that. And it says stability, grounding, and root. Tree Agate is a stable force that grounds you back to earth, rooting you to the core of your being. A stone in resonance with nature. Tree Agate asks that you nurture the seeds you have planted and provide enough sustenance for them to succeed. Weed out the negativity and naysayers, including your inner critic, and know that despite it all, you are good enough. Tree Agate promotes security in moments of growth, so you feel safe as you expand in your journey. Follow your truth and know that you are supported along the way. It's governing zodiac is Virgo, and the governing planet is of Mercury. So very on point there. And this is ametrine. It's pretty beautiful there. It's got like the sacral chakra and the crown chakra kind of showing us there. It could even be solar plexus. But it says energetic, intuitive, and connected. A combination of amethyst and citrine. Ametrine opens the pathways between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. With a sunny disposition, this stone can alleviate stress during challenging life transitions. With the ability to go beyond the surface, ametrine brings the shadowy parts of us to light, healing deep wounds and trauma by confronting them directly. Ametrine encourages you to hop in the driver's seat and take control over your life, aiding in discernment and clarity. Ametrine gives you the confidence to take the lead. This is governing zodiac is Libra, and the governing planets are Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto. So pretty powerful there. But thanks for your attention, and I hope that this was able to help you in your transition into your new life. And I appreciate the likes, the subscribes, and the shares. And I look forward to doing another reading for you soon. Thank you, Aquarius. Have a good one.